السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. إنه من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. أما بعد. Just 1 second, sorry. Okay, much better. Just switched on the AC. So, I decided to make a live video, so it's broadcasted everywhere. That's one of the reasons why I decided to do a live one, not a recorded video. Number two, because I'm lazy. Number three, I think it's better because I will mention a couple of things, and I might have maybe forgotten or missed out some of the points that I wanted to elaborate on. Inshallah, the brothers who are watching might advise me and remind me of some things that I didn't cover. The first thing, I just want to give you a small kind of background on what I'm doing here and why am I doing this. Abu Taymiyyah, may Allah guide him to the truth, have recorded a 5 hour and 38 minutes video talking about the da'wah, talking about Salafiyya, talking about himself, some of the things that happened to him. And he wanted to clarify his stance, his position as a Salafi, as a da'iyah. I would say he's one of the most famous du'at, preachers in Islam, in the English da'wah scene. No doubt about that. We're talking about popularity, or the level of popularity and followers he has. Now, he started the video. The title of the video is, I'm gonna refer back to it. I tried to share the screen while I'm speaking, but I'm not really technical. I don't know how to use these things, so I'm just gonna refer to it, and maybe you'll hear some of the clips of the 5 hour video, and then I will react to it. Where is it? 1 second. Is it that? Yeah, there it is. So the video is labeled. Sorry. The video is labeled "Challenges in the Salafi Da'wah and Navigating Critical Matters." To be honest, I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched enough, and I was very sure that I don't take anything out of context. The whole 5 hour and 38 videos was just a compilation of shubuhat. I'm being honest here. This is my opinion. It was a compilation of shubuhat to justify some of the mistakes he have done and committed in the da'wah scene. This is it. And the first thing is he started by he decided to start with an emotional introduction. This is what. Let's just listen to it first. Oh. Okay. Right. I like the sound effects. Now, sorry, but I mean, coming up with this intro, and you're talking about the da'wah, and we all know what's going on here. There are some people who you think they're bullying you, and they are trying to pull you into a sect, and they're trying to manipulate you and control and tell you what to do with regards to who do you sit with and who you don't sit with, and all that stuff. And you decided to start with this introduction. Basically, what is happening here, he's trying to build a stage that. No sound in his video. Oh, really? There's no sound in his video? How come? Oh, you can't hear the audio. Okay, the stream people can't hear the audio. I don't know why, but no, you should hear it. That's very weird. Huh? What? Oh, you can't hear him. Okay, that's a problem. My wife's telling me you can't hear him. Okay. What do I do? I'm stuck. I thought it was there. I thought you could hear him. All right, let me. We can hear the video. We can hear you, but not the video. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, 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 okay. Let me. I guess I'll share it. Yeah, I'll just share it. I guess. One second. One second. Yeah, here it is. I'll just share it. I think there's a share button here. Yeah. Present, not slides. Share screen. Challenges. Okay.
I spent, right, my Eid in UCL hospital. I give him salams, no return of the salams. The first thing he says to me is, right, why do you sit with innovators? Till he started using the F word. We're speaking about issues that are Islamic related, and you're using the F word. So I walked off, entered into my car, and then this brother comes behind me and punches my mouth through the window.
Like, did you get? Okay, we can hear. Okay, so you heard it. I'm talking about the people on YouTube. So they heard what he had to say, and this is basically what was planned. He was setting the stage up, getting that emotional kind of introduction that, oh my God, someone punched him in the face, and people will link it, right? It's bad guy, hot headed. He's not wise. He's kind of a criminal. Act punched him in the face just because he was sitting with an innovator, a mubtadi', a person of deviance, and so now people have an image of this person, of this ideology, of the people he's about to speak against, and they are the other side. They're the bad guys, and Abu Taymiyyah is the victim, and he got punched in the face. He was in the hospital and all that stuff. Emotions. That was very misleading. I don't think anybody here or in the world would justify such a thing. Punching someone in the face is absolutely uncalled for, un-Islamic, ill-mannered, illegal. So it is wrong in many levels. So I don't know why you even mentioned it. That is irrelevant to what you're about to say. If you want to make it personal, talk about personal things. But the whole video, the whole 5-hour video, was you talking about qawa'id and justification and what's halal and what's haram and what's permissible. So that didn't sit very well. Not a very good start, Abu Taymiyyah. By the way, his name is Muhammad al-Jilani. Abu Taymiyyah is just a nickname. I don't think he has a son or a daughter called Taymiyyah. Just a nickname. Okay. So I can't cover everything he mentioned in the 5 hour and 38 minutes video. It's just too much. And really, the video felt like, you know how these bankers, they give you like a 500-page terms and conditions, and they tell you, here, you sign here, and the font is like font size 6. You can barely read anything. I kind of felt the same way. Like he just threw kalam, the statement of this alim, and then statement of that scholar, and then there's this situation, and then he got punched, and then there's this person who died. May Allah have mercy on him. His name is something. What's his name? I can't even remember. He mentioned someone who passed away. One second. Let me get his name. What's his name? Ismail Bemont, or someone. I don't even know who that is. Okay, may Allah have mercy on him. Anyways, so he just threw everything there for 5 hours, and he said that. He said, now anybody who speaks to me or tries to attack me or anything, I'm just going to give him that video. Here, halas, watch the 5 hour video. No, Habibi, nobody has that time. If there's a certain issue you want to discuss it. And the issues that he discussed, there by itself, it needs like an elaboration and details and all that. But he just gave loose kind of answers to very important critical matters to justify, wallahi, this is what I do and you have to accept it. And if you don't accept it, then you are the narrow-minded and you are wrong and you are the cult and whatnot. And I know you have some personal problems with some of the people from England. I don't even know this. I think they call it Birmingham. I think they're all there. I don't know. Okay. From S-pubs or other people, not even S-pubs, by the way. A lot of people from the Salafi Dawah actually condemn what you're doing. So don't make it like it's only you and S-pubs who are having this disagreement. No, I disagree with you. Sheikh Abdulaziz Haqqan, I think he just made a video like an hour, literally like 2-3 hours ago, disagrees with you heavily. Sheikh Dhul Fiqar from Leicester also disagrees with you. Many people. As a matter of fact, you have violated the qawa'id of Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah with what you were saying, and inshallah we'll get to it. The first thing I wanted to mention the misleading statements of Abu Taymiyyah. Sorry, he mentioned something very very problematic about Sheikh Al Fawzan, Sheikh Al Fawzan and Sayyid Qutb. We know Sayyid Qutb is the godfather of the ideology of the Khawarij. He is the one that gave them that, taught them, about takfir and about that, and he wrote things about these things, like everybody's a kafir and whatnot. طيب, Sayyid Qutb now has been heavily refuted by the ulama. Sheikh Al-Albani refuted him. Sheikh, of course, Rabi al-Madkhali refuted him in detail. May Allah reward him. And other mashayikh, many of the ulama, Sheikh Salih al-Sheikh, Al-Hidan, Zayd al-Madkhali, I think, also refuted him. Ibn Baz also doesn't, he warns against his books. Sheikh Al-Fawzan, and I took this information from Abdul Aziz Al-Haqqan in his reply. Sheikh Al-Fawzan, in a book he wrote maybe I think 40 to 50 years ago, really old book, he wrote a book and he mentioned something about, he quoted, or he took a statement from Sayyid Qutb, the deviant, the mubtadi'. And so one man came to Sheikh Al-Fawzan and said, Sheikh, you guys warn against Sayyid Qutb, but now you have a statement of him, and how come, what's going on? So Sheikh Fawzan said, what I took from him, was it haqq or batil? And it seemed like the Sheikh was annoyed. The guy's like, but he said, what I took from him was haqq or batil. So he said haqq. He said, khalas, you can take the haqq even if it's from the shaitan. Abu Taymiyyah took that. See, now that means that it's okay for me to sit with the mubtadi'ah or take from the mubtadi'ah and benefit from them and all that. Now, what he failed to explain is that's not the case. What Sheikh Al-Fawzan means about this is that I'm a Muslim. I quoted, let me give you a live example. Jordan Peterson, clinical psychologist. He's a kafir, non-Muslim. As a matter of fact, I would say, I could be wrong, but I would say that he doesn't like Islam. He has a piece of information about psychology. Very good piece of information about psychology. Me, knowingly, everybody knows that I disagree with Jordan Peterson in everything. And I refute him. And I don't like him. And I'm not on his manhaj or his ideology or his approach or his religion or anything like that. And I quoted or used one of his quote statements in something, and that's it. If somebody sees me or hears me saying that, does it mean that I am on the religion of Jordan Peterson? I agree with Jordan Peterson and I'm promoting Jordan Peterson? No. Right? Because everybody knows Faris. Everyone knows the guy is Muslim and he's a da'i. He calls to Tawheed. He's teaching people, Sirah and 40 Nawawis and some matters of Aqidah, some matters of fiqh. So it's very, very far-fetched. This is what Sheikh Al-Fawzan has mentioned. Not to also mention that Sheikh Al-Fawzan warns against Sayyid Qutb and his books. It's not like he is very silent and mysterious and he's like always mentioning Sayyid Qutb and praising him and saying, Wallahi, you can read his book. No. Or he's on the ideology of Sayyid Qutb doing takfir on the rulers and doing takfir on this and no, he's not saying any of that. He just used a statement in one of his books. Why is that wrong? Does that mean this is a free ticket for anybody and everybody to do and praise and constantly use and promote Ahl al-Bid'ah? The answer is no. That's not the case. طبعا Abu Taymiyyah used this to say that, hey, look, Sheikh Al-Fawzan, is he watering down the religion? That's what the timestamp says. Sorry, I'm sick, so I'm sorry. I'm trying to speak and trying not to cough as much as I can. I'm fighting this. It's in minute 26, 33. The watered down statement of Sheikh Al Fawzan. No, it's not a watered down statement. It's يعني it's very logical, and it sits well with a person who is not trying to justify a falsehood with this statement. This is what Sheikh Salih Al Fawzan knows and believes and calls for. He's not promoting any kind of mubtadi'. طيب, this is number one of the refutation. Number two, he said in one of his statements, he talked about Salafi, the term Salafi. And what does the Salafi mean? طبعا, he spoke about the Salafi, the term Salafi and the methodology of the Salafiyya. And then he gave a clip of Sheikh Ibn Uthaymeen. Sheikh Ibn Uthaymeen is saying that don't make Salafiyya as a cult, as a hizb. You know, you do wala wa bara because of that name. Because, wallah, my sheikh is this and your sheikh is that, then this is how I consider you as a Salafi. Of course, Salafiyya, of course, is not that. And I agree with you. But don't apply this on your Salafi brothers who tell you that you are wrong. This is the misleading part. Salafiyya is not a cult. Salafiyya is not that we have bay'ah for Sheikh Rabi' or Sheikh Al Fawzan or any of the mashayikh. These are our teachers, our mentors. We look up to them because they call for the sunnah, they call for the haqq. We don't look up to them to take their statements and misuse them and twist them. Or we don't look up to them to tell you, wallah, he is the imam, and if you don't agree with what he says, then you are by default a mubtadi'. We don't do that. Nobody has done that. And if you know anybody who has done that, I will warn against him and refute him by name. No problem. So Salafiyya is not a sect. So don't come and claim that the people who disagree with you are a sect. Nobody's a sect. I'm not a sect. Abdul Aziz Al-Haqqan is not a sect. I'm sure the people also in England are not a sect. But they are giving you nasiha for the sake of Allah, because you are misleading people when it comes to Salafiyya. You are participating and cooperating with people who are attacking the Sunnah, who are attacking the Sunnah, who are calling for shirk, who are calling for grave worshipping, who are doing takfir on the Muslims. And yet you come here and say, Ya akhi, why are you being a cult? We're not being a cult. We're just telling you that what you're doing is wrong. That's it. And it's very contradiction. It's very contradictory that subhanallah al-azim. All of the mashayikh that thanks. Thank you. What is this? Lemon? Ginger and lemon. Alhamdulillah. May Allah bless the people who help me. طيب. All of the mashayikh that you have quoted in this 5 hour and 38 minute video, they all say the opposite of what you are calling for. Wallahi, they all say the opposite of what you are calling for. Starting from Ibn Taymiyyah that you quoted, and Ibn al-Qayyim, and many other, of course, contemporary scholars like Ibn Uthaymeen, Al-Abbad, and Sheikh Rabi' and everybody else, Suhaimi even. Let me get to it. I mentioned Sheikh Al-Abbad, and this is very, very upsetting that you've done this. He mentioned in one of his clips, I have to play this because this is very problematic. Where is it? Yeah. This is, you have أنت خالفت أصل من الأصول. Don't tell me this is ijtihad. Talking about the rulers. Where is it? Come on. Yeah, here. Okay. One second. Let me share because I know you guys can. There we go. let me share it because you'll have to hear it. 1 second. How can I share again? Man, this is very confusing. Okay, share screen. Share screen challenges. There you go.
I said all of this. Go back to my usul al-sitta. And I mentioned that if someone takes this view, it's not right for you to refer to him as a bootlicker. While at the same time, my brothers and my sisters, I went into the issue of not anyone and everyone that, right, criticizes the ruler openly, can you now refer to as a Kharijite?
Okay.
Right? We have to be balanced here.
Balanced.
Right? We're not talking about al-khuruj. This is from the usul.
Mhm.
We're not talking about that. Put that to the side, my friend.
Okay.
We are talking about, okay, he believes that, okay, you shouldn't revolt against the ruler. However, he now decided to speak out against the ruler. He mentions him by name. We're not talking about tashhir, humiliating him, ripping into him, right? Dragging him through the mud, insulting. We're not talking about that. That's tashhir. We're talking about al-inkarul alani. And I talked about how this is a matter that goes back to the issue of ijtihad, right? And Sheikh al-Abbad, he has X amount of articles where he mentions by name. Sheikh bin Baz done it as well, right? There are so many examples. I really don't want to go into this issue in detail.
And then he moves on. 1 second, let me not. How do I not share this? Yeah, remove this. So this is a calamity, dear brothers and sisters. When he says, listen, what he is trying to do, and may Allah reward the guy or the brother who shared this with me. There is a man called Abu al-Hasan al-Ma'ribi. Abu al-Hasan al-Ma'ribi, this guy came a long time ago, maybe decades, maybe 20 years ago or so. He came and he said exactly the same thing as Abu Taymiyyah said. As a matter of fact, the brother, may Allah reward him, sent me an article written by Abu al-Hasan al-Ma'ribi. That guy was known to the Salafiyya. He was a Salafi. Maybe he wasn't, I don't know, but people didn't know what his ideology and aqidah is. Later they found out. He claimed he was Salafi, okay, he's Salafi, and then he came with calamities. What were the calamities? Some of his calamities is that he doesn't see any problem sitting with innovators. He can sit with, as a matter of fact, in one of his videos, he said Hassan al-Banna, the founder of Ikhwan al-Muslimin, he was on the manhaj of the Salaf. And he doesn't see any problem sitting with innovators and cooperating with them and participating with them in da'wah. Not only that, he also says about inkar al-hakim al-Muslim, that criticizing the Muslim ruler, it is a matter of ijtihad. The ulama badda'u, they called bid'ah on him. They called him an innovator, and they warned against him, Abu al-Hasan al-Ma'ribi. Exactly the same statements that was mentioned by Abu al-Hasan al-Ma'ribi is copied and mentioned by Abu Taymiyyah. Allahu Akbar. Let me post the link. It's in Arabic. May Allah reward the guy who sent me this, because I wouldn't have, got this link and wouldn't have found out because of my time restraints. But he shared it with me. I will share it here. 1 second. I don't know if you guys can see it on YouTube. It's there, right? I just posted it on YouTube. If you read Arabic, you can go back to it and compare. You be the judge. I'm not going to mislead you if you think I'm misleading you. Read what he has said and watch what Abu Taymiyyah have said. Exactly the same. Same adilla bad. Same adilla, same proofs, not proofs. Same misleading proofs. طيب. So Abu Taymiyyah came and he said, Wallahi, getting back to this issue. Wallahi, the matter of khuruj, first of all, khuruj is from the usul. Okay, hello, we agree. Then he went into something that is very misleading. And this is what's happening today, Abu Taymiyyah. You said that criticizing the ruler, saying this ruler is wrong and I'm under him, or any Muslim ruler, saying it publicly. You said this is a matter of ijtihad. You can't call anybody who says that as a khariji. طيب, Abu Taymiyyah, you have referred to Al-Fawzan and Ibn Uthaymin previously. Let's see what they say about this. Very clear. Where is it? Nope. Yeah, this one. Listen to Sheikh Salih Al-Fawzan. What does he say? Let me share again. Where is it? Yeah. Yeah. There it is.
فضيلة الشيخ وفقكم الله، هذا سائل يقول: ما حكم الإنكار على ولاة الأمر عن طريق المنابر في خطب الجمعة وغيرها؟
هذا من العصيان ومن الخروج على ولاة الأمور بالكلام. الخروج قد يكون بالسلاح وقد يكون بالكلام ولو لم يحمل السلاح، لا يجوز هذا. يجب الدعاء لولاة الأمر بالتوفيق والتيسير. ولاة الأمور المسلمين ولا اللي غيرهم ما علينا منهم، لكن ولاة أمور المسلمين ما يجوز الإنكار عليهم علنا. إذا كان عندك نصيحة لولي الأمر كما قال الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم خذ بيده وقل له، فإن قبل وإلا فقد أديت ما عليك.
Anyways, I don't want to prolong it يعني, but that's what the Sheikh have said. He's saying that Sheikh Al-Fawzan, what did he say? He said criticizing Muslim rulers publicly هو من العصيان. This is disobedience وهو من الخروج, and it is from خروج. خروج, and he said, I think he mentioned this in this video and he mentioned in many other videos. He said الخروج ثلاثة أشياء, or he said it two things. إما خروج باللسان وإما خروج بالسنان, like physically. خروج, going against rulers, whether it can be physical and it can be verbal. So don't do that misleading division that no, khuruj, yes, we don't agree with khuruj, but this is ijtihad. If you want to talk about the ruler, criticize him publicly, that's fine, that's ijtihad. No, Habib, it's not ijtihad. Who told you it's ijtihad? It's not ijtihad. And anybody who says that is either mistaken or he is calling for the bid'ah of Khawarij. Then you said Sheikh Al-Abbad said it. لا, Sheikh Al-Abbad didn't say that. لا تتقول على الشيخ. Don't say that the Sheikh Al-Abbad said it and he didn't. This is very, very, very problematic. If you want to refer back to the scholars to justify whatever you want, يعني, refer back to them with haqq, not cutting or cropping or twisting their words to serve you or the people who are with you. Allahu a'lam. Let me show you what Sheikh Sulaiman al-Rahili said about that. One second. Where is this? Man, this sharing thing is annoying. I want to share this. Okay, I don't want to share this. This is not shared. Yeah. Okay. Share. Yeah, here it is. Can you see it? Of course you can.
جزاكم الله خير. شيخنا بعضهم يروج عن الشيخ عبد المحسن عباد حفظه الله انه يرى الانكار العلني.
لا، الشيخ عبد المحسن الله يحفظه الله اكبر يرى ان ولي الامر هو الحاكم للبلاد، وان من دونه ليس حكاما وانما هم عمال، فيرى انه يجوز نقدهم ويجوز كذا. اما الحاكم فلا يرى أنه ينكر عليه إلا إذا كان الحاكم موجوداً صح حال فعل المنكر وكان المنكر ذا هيبة وأمنت الفتنة. هذا الذي سمعته من الشيخ مرة بالنسبة للحاكم، وهذا خلط. يعني الشيخ لا يرى أن الوزراء ومن دونهم في منصب ولي الأمر.
هل يسوق الخلاف في مثل هذه المسائل؟
أما الإنكار على الحاكم والإنكار بفتنة هذا يجعلها ضابط. هكذا الإنكار بفتنة، الإنكار تترتب عليه فتنة وإذهاب الهيبة وتهيج العامة. هذا ما يختلف فيه السلف.
الله أكبر.
أنه ممنوع.
ظهر الحق. الله المستعان. Sheikh Sulaiman al-Rahili, where is he? In Saudi. And he knows Sheikh Abdul Muhsin Abbad. As a matter of fact, he's in Medina with him. And I'm sure that he meets him, maybe on a weekly basis. He knows him more than you. And he was asked about this. He said, Sheikh Abdul Muhsin Abbad, does he say that we can criticize Muslim rulers publicly, verbally? He said, La, Sheikh doesn't say that. Then he elaborated. What did the Sheikh really say? What did he say? He said, Sheikh Abdul Muhsin, I'm translating what he said now. Sheikh Abdul Muhsin believes that the people, the employees under the ruler are not يعني the status of the ruler. So you can criticize them. يعني minister, CEO, somebody who's handling some kind of, I don't know, anybody who's under him. He is not the same, he doesn't have the same privileges or the same respect or any of that of a ruler. So Sheikh Abdul Rahman said that person you can criticize. And then he added, he said, Inkar al-alani, public criticism of rulers, is done if the ruler is present and you have a high status, that you are somebody, for example, a mufti, a person that the sheikh, the ruler looks up to, respects, you, knows you, and he does something that of a wrongdoing. You see a wrongdoing, you do it. You criticize that. This is what the all Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah know and understand, and it's written in their book clearly, books clearly, of books of i'tiqad and books of manhaj and everything, that it is permissible to criticize publicly a ruler if he is there. Yani not behind his back. If he is there, he has done something wrong, then no problem, criticize him. If you are a person of standard and status and it is not harmful and it is beneficial to do so. Yani I know I've sat down with the students of Ibn Baz, منهم الشيخ عبد العزيز الريس, Sheikh Aziz Farhan, and other mashayikh. They used to tell us, Ibn Baz, when he goes to the majlis of the king, when he goes there, they love him, they respect him. It's like their father. When Ibn Baz comes in, the umara, the princes, or the king and everyone there, they respect him and love him as a father. So he sits down and then they tell him, Wallahi, yani Sheikh, ahsan Allah ilayk, there is this, there is that, there is, for example, music and this. They say, هذا ما يجوز, هذا حرام, هذا كذا حرام, هذا حرام. And he gives them advice. Here, this is public. It's not in private. It's in a big majlis. And he says that in front of them. That's adi. And they accept from him because he's Ibn Baz. If I come, I'm miskin faqir, I say, hey, haram, they will kick me out. They put me in jail. صح ولا لا? Yani, this is logical stuff. So even in like organizations, corporates, if the CEO, for example, if you want him to listen, or once you want to advise him or tell him something or correct his wrong, it's better if you go to him, not in front of all the employees. Hey, fear Allah. I don't know what will happen. CEO will get defensive. He's human. He'll say, "Khalas, you're fired," or he'll give you a warning or whatever. Or somebody small employee, entry level, comes and he starts telling him what to do. I am the CEO. You're the entry level employee. You just got hired. You have like 2 years experience. You just barely made it out of university. You're coming and telling me what to do? He'll go. But if somebody from his advisors come and say, Mr. CEO, you've done this and it's wrong, he will listen. This is logical stuff, brothers and sisters. صح? طيب, Sheikh Abdul Muhsin Abbad, he doesn't say what you're saying. Why are you saying this? هذه مخالفة في الأصول. Saying that ijtihad. Who clapped for you when you said that? Who? The Sururis and the Khawarij. They said, wow, look at Abu Taymiyyah. Look what he's saying. It's amazing. It's music to my ears. Well, my music is haram, but you know what I mean. They loved it. They loved what you have been saying, what you said in this 5-hour video. They clapped for you. Because now you have made anybody who's talking about the rulers, it's jihad, he can do it. It's fine. Who are talking about the rulers, Abu Taymiyyah, today? Who? The Salafis? You know who who are slandering and insulting and criticizing the rulers. Number one, Khariji, Daniel Haqiqaju, Bro Haji. Who else is there? All these people who are today, we see, they have taken the path and the ideology of the Khawarij. And they say the same thing you say. Jihad, you can do it, it's fine. I'm not calling for safe and going and attack. I'm just, it's jihad. You know what Ibn Hajar talked about? Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani and many of the ulama, they spoke about this. They called them al-Khawarij al-Qa'diyya. Qa'diyya means Qa'd means seated. They're sitting. They're not going to say go kill and revolt and overthrow. No. They'll beautify it. They'll bring it to you in an indirect way. I'm not calling you for khuruj, but munkarat, this. What is this hakim? He doesn't know how to rule. He's bad. He's this. He's corrupt. He's an agent. He's. Shwaya. It will happen. Uthman ibn Affan, this is how it happened with him. So, you think it started like that? With just attacking and that's it? No, it's just gradual. Speaking about him, he's hiring his family members. What is this? What is he doing? The Sahaba among them, they used to give him nasiha. People would come to the Sahaba. Why don't you advise Uthman? He's appointing his family members to take control and to in government positions. The Sahaba used to say, we are giving him advice alone. You got nothing to do with it. You stay out of it. And this is what's happening today. People started talking, and one thing led to another, and the fitna happened, as we all know. Radiyallahu an al-Sahaba ajma'in. Point made. Abdul Muhsin al-Abbad doesn't agree with you. And there is no khilaf or ijtihad in such matters. And even if you bring me one scholar who says, La wallahi, there is ijtihad. La, ma fi ijtihad. Mardud, kalamah mardud. We don't follow men blindly. We don't follow scholars blindly. We follow the haqq. It's like you saying, music, there is ijtihad in it. There's khilaf in it. No, there isn't khilaf in it. Even if Ibn Hazm said. Didn't Ibn Hazm say it's permissible, music? No, he's wrong. Ibn Hazm, Imam. Yeah, he's wrong. He's not perfect. He's not an angel. He's not infallible. احنا علينا بالحق, علينا بالإجماع, علينا بكلام السلف. This is how you take religion. You don't cherry pick aqwal, statements of scholars. Well, let's see. Any scholar said anything from that? This is fatwa shopping. La, you'll collect all the evilness, the wickedness if you do that. The idea, the methodology of you understanding religion and applying religion is that. Like, is there any sheikh that said otherwise? I want someone who said it's permissible. Then you take that and magnify it and make it haqq, or you make it like, see, there is this man said otherwise, and these people said the other statement or the conflicting statement. So it's ijtihad. It's a difference of opinion. Take it easy. No, not taking it easy. Haqq wahid. The Quran is one, Sunnah is one, everything is one. Al-haqq tariquhu wahid. And this is how we have to understand Islam. Anyways, I don't want to drag it too much. My target is to finish this within 1 hour or less than that. Let's see if I can. I'll get to some of the questions inshallah later. Questions, not slander. Slanders, I'll kick you out. 5th point. This is really low. Sorry, Abu Taymiyyah, Mr. Muhammad al-Jilani. That was really low what you have done. Talking about Sheikh Rabi' in such a way. You cultist, no, he's one of the ulama. I'm defending him just as I'm defending Sheikh Abdul Muhsin al-Abbad from your misleading statements and Sheikh al-Fawzan and everybody else. Sheikh Rabi' bin Hadi al-Madkhali hafidhahullah, you said something that's very, very unacceptable, very uncalled for about him. Just to justify, I don't know what do you want to justify. Let's hear what he said and what you said. 1 second. Where is the timestamp? Yeah, here we go. I think it was. Where is it? I wrote it down, but Sheikh Rabi'. I'm gonna just find it here. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Let me share it first. Found it, yeah. La ilaha illallah.
Watch this video of Sheikh Rabi' bin Hadi al-Madkhali. Hafidhahullah ta'ala.
Did you see his tone and his expression? What do you think of it? Don't say I'm having bad assumptions. It's a very, like, in a mocking way. Hafidhahullah ta'ala. Like he found, a treasure, the missing link to everything.
And what he thought about the rulers. And imagine if someone said similar to that in today's day and age.
I'll reply to that.
ما يلتزم بشريعة الإسلام، لا عقيدة ولا منهج ولا إلى آخره، كما هو الواقع الآن إلا في هذه البلاد. بارك الله فيكم. كل حكام بلاد الإسلام الآن إما رافضي، إما باطني، إما علماني، كلهم لا عقيدة ولا شريعة.
So my brothers and my sisters, after watching this video,
Did you see the grin? Okay.
this is the Shaykh Rabi' Hafidhahullah Ta'ala. The Shaykh has juhud, he has efforts in ilm al-hadith.
Only in ilm al-hadith? Come on, Abu Taymiyyah. Only in ilm al-hadith?
Right? I'm not binded now to take from him, right, with regards to these issues. I honestly see there is a difference, right, when looking at the speeches and the statements of Shaykh bin Baz rahmatullahi alayhi, likewise Shaykh ibn Uthaymeen, Shaykh al-Albani. This is why we look at their students and how they deal with one another when they take views that are different to one another, as opposed to that which is happening on the other side of the fence. Perhaps that explains why there are so many clashes and so much discord and division after division, people ripping into each other, dropping one another. And I'll speak about this inshallah ta'ala in a lot more detail later on. Whenever.
Okay. It's very clear what he was trying to say. Yeah? It's very clear. So he's saying, Sheikh Rabi' in this video, you saw the video, right? Sheikh Rabi' said that today there are no good Muslim rulers or something like that, and only except for Saudi. And the Muslim rulers today, الحكام كل الحكام المسلمين إما باطني وإما رافضي وإما علماني وإما علماني, etc. Sheikh Rabi' is talking about umum. Did he slander a specific sheikh? That's number one. No. He was talking about umum. إما رافضي إما علماني إما باطني. Batini is a person who misinterprets some of the attributes of Allah Azza wa Jalla. Don't want to get into that. So he's saying that all Muslim rulers, except for Saudi, they have like deviance in them. Then he said, no, he's doing takfir. No, he's not doing takfir. Embracing some of these things, if you are out of ignorance, then you are not a kafir. Takfir is not like that. You're a graduate of Medina. You should know this. He's not doing takfir. So لا تتقول هذا الشيخ. That's number two. Number three, as you said, and I just explained to you now, that we don't take blindly whatever any sheikh says. صح? Sheikh Rabi' Hafidhahullah said that. He's wrong. عادي. What's the problem? صح? It's wrong. No, but everybody else is saying that. Why do you call the others Khawarij and Sheikh Rabi' is not a Khawarij? You excuse him. He's wrong. Why can't you say that to everybody else? You two-faced, you're double standard, you agent. Okay. شوف حبيبي. If, for example, I listen to music. Yeah? I listen to music. But I believe that music is haram. I believe music is haram, but I listen to music. Once. Astaghfirullah. I'm listening to music. 1 second, let me just... is this guy? Oh no, I don't want to... One second. Oh yeah, here it is. Huh? Moderator? Really? There's a lot of fights? I don't even know how to put a moderator. How do you put a moderator? What are you talking about? Okay, let me put a moderator. I need to focus here. My chain of thought has been cut out. Okay, anyways, and let me finish this point, please. Listen. Order. طيب. Sheikh Rabi', what was I said? Sheikh Rabi' said that. Is he now? Yeah, you're saying that. Why do you excuse Sheikh Rabi' and you don't excuse the others, like anybody else? Don't want to mention names. People, anybody who talks about the ruler, this guy's Khariji, this guy's Khariji, this guy's Takfiri, this guy's, and you're canceling everyone out. And Sheikh Rabi', you're saying no, he's wrong. He's wrong. Adi, he's wrong. Yani, everybody makes mistakes. And I gave you an example. Okay, now I know where I stopped. If I listen to music, but I believe music is haram, and I listen to it once or twice, and in many occasions I'm warning against music. Music is haram, ya jama'ah. Music is bad. Music is bad. Music is bad. And then I listen to it once. Daif, I made a mistake. Subhanallah, people make mistakes. Am I permitting music? Am I a caller to music? La. صح? Sheikh Rabi', look at all his books. Look at all his sayings. Does he call for khuruj? Does he say khuruj is permissible? Does he say criticizing rulers is permissible? Does he say any of that stuff? No, he doesn't. One instance, he made that mistake. لعله he made a mistake. Why? How is that equivalent to someone who believes it's permissible? Not only permissible, it is wajib that you have to criticize rulers publicly. Not only that, he says that if these rulers are kuffar aslan, not Muslims. You equate this with that? How? كيف تعقلون? How is that fair? This is the case. Don't let this person, Abu Taymiyyah is young. Wallahi, he's young. And his problem is that he's falling into these misleading things because one, he's young. Two, and disconnected, he's not referring back to the scholars. He's just winging it in da'wah, doing this and that, and he's not, Allahi akad adzim. I can swear that he's not referring back to the scholars that he mentions in that video. Wallahi, if he refers back to them, they will criticize him heavily on these matters. So don't come around and say, Sheikh Rabi', and you have that grin and say, Hafidhahullah, Hafidhahullah. عيب عليك يا أخي, عيب عليك. This guy he's a alim. He's a scholar. يا أخي Sheikh Rabi', يعني, and you saying that his people or his students are always clashing. Compare the students of Sheikh Rabi' and Sheikh Ibn Baz and Sheikh Ibn Uthaymeen. Don't do that, man. Wallahi, this is very bad. You're trying to cancel Sheikh Rabi' from among the Salafis that are following you, thinking you're a Salafi, trusting you. Sheikh Rabi' has mistakes. Yes, Sheikh Ibn Baz has mistakes. Sheikh Ibn Uthaymeen has mistakes. Sheikh Imam Ahmad has mistakes. They're not perfect, but their aqeedah and usul is right and is correct. And saying that there are fitna among the students of Sheikh Rabi', I know them personally. Abu Umar, Sheikh Khalid al-Dhafiri. I did Hajj with him and I met him in Dubai. And I did Hajj with him. Alhamdulillah, a couple of days a week, and so I was with him. Wallahi, and he is the closest student of Sheikh Rabi'. The closest of them. He lived in his house. While he was seeking knowledge, Sheikh Khalid lived in Sheikh Rabi''s house. He was like his son. He loved him dearly. And he took me to actually Sheikh Rabi''s house twice when we were in Hajj. May Allah bless him. Ya akhi, qimma min al-akhlaq. Very humble, quiet, doesn't say much. Wallah, he doesn't. He's a very quiet person. Wara' fi zuhd. Fi deen al-rajul. Yani you can see that. Allah hasibuhu taban. This is what I assume. This is Sheikh Rabi''s student. Doctora, and he has a PhD. He's da'iyah. He's from Kuwait. He's calling to Tawheed. Never in his life he got into any fitna or any problems or all that. Some of the people who studied under Sheikh Rabi', yes, they did that. Some of the people who studied under Ibn Uthaymeen also are fattaneen, even Khawarij. Yes, you can see them online. I studied under Sheikh Ibn Baz. I studied under Sheikh Ibn Uthaymeen. And to even add on that, Azidik. People who graduate from Medina, they are mubtadi'ah. Anybody who graduates from Medina, yani by default he is a alim and he's a scholar? No. There are people who graduate from Medina, mashallah, mashayikh, ulama. Wallahi, they're the best. And there are some people who graduate from Medina, ma fi mukh. Here, nothing's empty. I don't know why they went. They went there for 4 years. Wallahi, they don't know anything. They're just chilling and tajreeh and talking and soya hizbiyya and talking about rulers and talking about takfir, and they came back with the shahada. They haven't done anything. They think, khalas, this is my talab al-ilm has stopped. I am a alim now. I don't have to I don't have to seek knowledge. And then he starts doing da'wah, and then yijib al-Eid. Then he starts falling into calamities. Don't want to mention any names. You know what I mean. طيب, so fear Allah. Sheikh Rabi' is not like that. Sheikh Rabi', don't equate him to these dhullal, mubtadi'a, khawarij who are calling to takfir day and night. They sleep, they have breakfast, and they have dinner on takfir the hukam and talking about politics and rulers. Not the same at all. At all. Sheikh Rabi''s juhud and efforts in da'wah and to calling for sunnah and calling for salafiyah and traveling all over the world to give da'wah of tawheed and the sunnah is well known. Not by me, who's a nobody, but by the ulama. They have praised him and said Sheikh Rabi' is from the scholars of Ahl Sunnah. Anyways, so moving on, we finished from the Sheikh Rabi''s thing. And by the way, this video that you've mentioned about Sheikh Rabi', who went and wow, this is a beautiful video I'm going to use. The Khawarij, the Kharijis, the people who follow the Khawarij ideology. Daniel Haqiqatju was very, very happy about your video. Bro Haji loves you. Wallahi, this man, Bro Haji and Daniel Haqiqatju, if they praise you, that means there's something going on. There's something wrong. Yani, these are the lowest of people, the most ignorant of people, vulgar, yani. No manners, no deen, no nothing. They are praising you and they're calling against sunnah. And you claim to be on the sunnah. How does that work? How does that work? Yani, imagine. It's the same thing, huh? Imagine. What's this? What's going on? I'm a person who loves Aisha radiallahu anha. She's our mother, al-Mu'mineen, Aisha. And there's another person who insults Aisha, thinks that she is a hypocrite, munafiqa. She is not even a Muslim. Is it possible that this person who's insulting Aisha will praise me? How? Tell me. Then there's something going on. If a person who does that praises Faris and Faris thinks that Aisha is al-Mu'mineen and she is the wife of the Prophet and praising her, and there's a man who thinks that she's a hypocrite, will praise me? Does that work? Does that work in your head? Exactly. Anta sahib sunnah, sahib bid'ah shouldn't praise you. Sahib bid'ah calling to bid'ah muhtariq. Yani these people that I mentioned. How can they praise you? Allahu alam. Ya akhi, wallah, raji' nafsak, ya akhi, raji' nafsak. And then, of course, this one I don't want to take too long of it, too long talking about it, because I had a video about this, sitting with deviants, and you said you've done something also terrible, attacking the scholars and slandering them about this issue, saying, wallahi, some of the mashayikh, they sit with mubtadi'ah. Why don't you go call them out? It's either haram or halal. You choose. La, how are you graduates from Medina, man? How? This is not a matter of black and white. Let's listen to what he says, then I'll give short comments, and you can refer back to the video. I have a video talking about sitting with deviants and what does the Salaf say about it. Guys, stop fighting. If you guys want to fight, go to another room and fight there. This is not about you. This is about Sunnah. Where is... can you see it, by the way? Wait, let me check. No, you can't. Okay, add to stage. Oh, beautiful. Now I'm getting the hang of this. Okay. Where is the timestamp of the mashayikh? One second. There you go. I find it very funny that he actually referred to Sheikh Daghash al-Ajmi from Kuwait. Wallahi, if Sheikh Daghash knows that what you're saying, wallahi, قد يبدعك والله تعالى أعلم. الله المستعان. Okay, I think
يريدون هذا الأمر، لكن الأماكن الخاصة بأهل البدع، جمعية خاصة بهم أو مكان خاص بهم بك بدعة في بدعة غدري على.
Okay, here we go.
حاطب ابن أبي بلتع.
Please, my brothers and sisters, I don't want to hear this card of or this excuse of, oh, wallahi, the government sent him. This is a governmental visit and he has to do what the Wali al-Amr. My brothers and my sisters, if sitting with the people of innovation is haram, right, and there are no exemptions, It is haram, right?
Yeah.
It's haram. Is it allowed now for someone to obey the rule in something that is haram? What happened to the hadith? لا طاعة لمخلوق في معصية
I'll tell you what happened to the hadith.
الخالق.
No, actually, I won't tell you.
There's no obedience to the creation if it means disobedience to the creator. Yes, we don't revolt. Yes. However, has it reached the point now that we have to obey, or they have to obey, a ruler now that's telling them to do something that's haram? Or perhaps, my brothers and my sisters, do these shuyukh actually see it to be permissible, that there is an exemption to the general rule, my brothers and my sisters? Right? They will say, oh, wallahi, government visits and this and that, they're trying to better relations. طيب, you went to this mu'tamar. طيب, what's the excuse now of maybe taking a picture while Sheikh Sulaiman Ruhaili is actually smiling? Was he forced to do that as well?
Here, he kind of gave us the answer himself. Let me just come back. So he said, is it haram or halal, black or white? Don't tell me government told you and government didn't tell you. Sitting with Ahl al-Bid'ah. I'm talking about sitting with the people of I shouldn't look at comments. He's talking about people who are sitting with the people of deviance. How are you Sahib Sunnah, Salafi, and you are sitting with the people of innovation and deviance? You're participating with them in conferences and da'wah and all that. This is what we have against Abu Taymiyyah. How are you doing that? And then he said, it's either haram or halal. Then, of course, he played the same misleading so-called dalil, proof that it is allowed, because your mashayikh, Sulaiman al-Ruhaili and the mufti and all these people have sat down with Mubtadi'ah. Why don't you call them out? Why don't you say, Man jalasa ahl bid'ah fahuwa minhum? Habibi, this is not a matter of black and white. This is not a matter. And you said, how is if it's haram, it's haram. It's halal, it's halal. Not Hatib, Ammar ibn Yasir. Is it allowed to insult the Prophet? Kufr. You're out of the folds of Islam. If you insult. Ammar ibn Yasir was insulting the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Why? He was forced. Sah? He was forced. The kuffar of Quraysh, during the beginning of the revelation, they forced him. They said, insult Muhammad. So he insulted Muhammad. He went to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said, I insulted you, but I'm a mu'min. He said, no worries. Nothing on you, because you are mukrah. You are mukrah. This is the case. Now I'm giving you an extreme case, matter of kufr. Come down a little bit now. A matter of sitting with a person of not a sunnah, not sahib sunnah. The government tells you, go there. There's a conference. It's as a job conference that you have to go because you're an appointed official person of knowledge or a scholar. This is your job. It's your official job. And go. You can go. It's not. But me willingly go, and it's not my job or anything. It's just a da'iyah, just a side thing I do, and I'm doing it. No, that's a problem. Taking photos. Did he take a photo? He said, hey, come, O Mubtadi', come, let's have a photo together. Did he do that? It's an official photo for the news and all that. What's wrong with you? How is that with this? You claim to be a mufti or something of Birmingham or Leicester or wherever you are? No, you're not. You're just a side da'iyah. I don't know what you're doing. You probably have like a full-time job or something. And if your full-time job tells you tomorrow you're sitting in a meeting with a lady, nobody will call you out for that. It's a meeting. Khalas. You have to do it. غض البصر, do whatever you can and finish the meeting and leave. صح ولا لا? Sitting with a guy who's Brailwi, who's Rafidi, who's at work. Khalas. That's different. That's the case. But you are willingly going there. Not only that, al-musib, you praise them. You say, yeah, they're good. Sheikh Fulan and Sheikh Fulan and Sheikh Fulan. I don't want to mention names. What about the Maghribi guy? When I spoke to you, I said, Ya akhi, this guy, the least we say, هذا مجهول الحال. Don't praise him. Haram. You have a lot of followers. You're praising this man in such a exaggerate. Al-Murabbi, al-Sheikh, he has a video praising this guy from Maghrib. And I spoke to you personally. People think like, oh my God, why are you doing this? You are cloud seeker. No, I spoken to Abu Taymiyyah personally. I have his number, and I spoken to him, and not only me. There are brothers who have been speaking to him for many months, in person, on phone. Ya akhi, wallahi, we love you for the sake of Allah. This is wrong. This is wrong. We're giving him the hujjah. We're giving him the dalil. We're giving him the kalam al-ulama. ما في. خلاص, this is locked. Can't talk to him anymore. Then when I saw that, خلاص, I cannot. But now he's going out publicly and it's becoming dangerous. He is serving the Khawarij and Ahl al-Bidah with this new approach. Not new approach, sorry, it's not a new approach. It is a small, the same approach of many of the Sururiya and many of the people who came as Ahl Sunnah and then they flipped. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that you're out of the circle of Ahl Sunnah. No, but you are serving this. You are serving these kind of people. Like Al-Ma'ribi. Ma'ribi did that. Ahl Sunnah, I'm Salafi, and then when he came, he ruined everything. Like I told you, ulama, badda'u, khalas, desert this guy. Don't sit with him. طيب. So this is what I have to say, and like I said, we have given you nasiha in private, oh dear brother, not because we are a committee and we are higher than you. Wallahi no. Wallahi alladhi la ilaha illahu no. But I feel very sad when I see people of da'wah having a big popularity, big followers, and they are doing this. Why? Allah Azza wa Jal didn't. He will ask you about this Yawm al-Qiyamah. This is amana. This is something of great value, critical matter that you are calling people to. And yet you are doing this. Ya akhi, nobody told you to participate with Ahl al-Bid'ah. MashaAllah, you're having your da'wah. And then also that something that I also wanted to mention. You talked about درء المفاسد وجلب المصالح. And wallahi, this قاعدة that you have mentioned, أنا تعجبت العجب العجاب منها. You quoted Ibn Taymiyyah about saying, Ibn Taymiyyah, what did he say? Wait one second. Let me get what you quoted him with. I'll share it so you guys can also understand that this is authentic. Where is it? Kitab Ahkam al-Hajr wal-Hijrah. Yeah, there you go. So here, are you with me, guys? Yeah, you're with me. وهذا الهجر يختلف باختلاف الهاجرين في قوتهم وضعفهم وقلتهم وكثرتهم، فإن المقصود به زجر المهجور وتأديبه ورجوع العامة عن مثل حاله. You mentioned this in the video that Ibn Taymiyyah said you don't just desert people like that. You have to see the maslahah, the benefit and the harm, and if that desertion or you disassociating with someone will harm him or will bring benefit. Habibi, Ibn Taymiyyah is talking about al-usa, not Ahl al-Bid'ah. He's not talking about Ahl al-Bid'ah bil ijma'. You have to desert them. Here, where is it? تأديب والمهجور تأديب والرجوع العام عن فإن كان هذا من مصلحة وجل يريد بحيث يكون مفسدة تأليف القلوب. Ya Allah, where did it go? 1 second, I'll have to search it. Oops. He mentioned it. Anyways, let me just read it really quick. ضعيف بحيث المفسدة لم يشرع بل يكون التأليف لبعض الناس أنفع من الهجر والهجر لبعض الناس أنفع من التأليف ولهذا كان النبي صلى الله. And then subhanallah, look, he gave an example that he said the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he did hajr, he deserted some people, right? He disassociated from some people temporarily, like the people who didn't go to battle, Ghazwat Tabuk. And one of them was Ka'b ibn Malik. He didn't speak to him for 50 days. He didn't even do salam to him. And other matters. See, this is about the usa, about people who are sinners. And subhanallah, Sheikh Al-Albani talked about this. One of the people in his audio fatawa, Silsilat al-Huda wal-Nur, he said, "Oh Sheikh, I have a friend who I live with him, sharing apartment. He doesn't pray. Should I desert him?" He said, if you desert him and he will stay as he is, not praying, then don't desert him. Give him nasiha. Keep giving him nasiha. Advise him. But he said, if you desert him and he will feel bad and shameful and start praying, then desert him. This is what the ulama is saying. You have put this deserting sinners and not deserting sinners, the matter of deserting, not deserting sinners, and applied it into mubtadi'ah. Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah talked about not only Shaykh al-Islam, this is by ijma' ya Shaykh, by ijma'. Look at what the Shaykh have said. One second. I'm drowning with wires and things. Sorry about that. 1 second. Yeah, 100. Where's the page? No, it's not here. Yeah, it's here. Sorry. 171. There you go. شوف أولا. Listen to this. Shaykh al-Fawzan, Shaykh al-Fawzan. What did he say? He was asked, من خالف أصول طريقة السلفية ممن هو حولنا وناصر المناهج الأخرى بأن مدح مؤسسيها ومفكريها هل يجب نسبته إليهم ليحذره الناس ولا يغتروا به وبمنهجه? He said, if a man خالف أصول طريقة السلفية, he have violated the usul, the fundamentals of Salafiyya, and he praised وناصر, and he praised and supported the other violators, أهل البدع. What should we do? هل يجب نسبته إليهم? Should we associate this man with them, with أهل البدع, and warn the people from him? Who answered this? Shaykh al-Fawzan. Shaykh al-Fawzan said, من خالف منهج السلف ومدح المناهج المخالفة لمنهج السلف ومدح أهلها فإنه يعتبر من أهل المخالفة تجب دعوته ومناصحته. ما شاء الله. He said, wait. If he does that, he violates the manhaj of the Salaf, and he goes against it, and he praises the people of bid'ah, the people that violate the manhaj of the Salaf. Then you have to give him nasiha. تجب دعوته ومناصحته. Give him da'wah and give him nasiha. فإن رجع إلى الحق وإلا فإنه يهجر ويقاطع. If he returns and he repents, alhamdulillah. If he doesn't, then he has to be deserted and he has to be boycotted. And then Shaykh al-Islam, they gave a reference from Shaykh al-Islam. This is what Shaykh al-Islam is talking about when it comes to bid'ah, not what you have mentioned. What you have mentioned is about the sinners. This is what he means about bid'ah. وَمَنْ كَانَ مُحْسِنًا لِلظَّنِّ بِهِمْ أي أهل البدع, who has good assumption, حسن الظن about أهل البدع. Yeah, يعني ما شاء الله this guy is good. No, يعني, for example, a person said about one takfiri, mashallah, he has a good da'wah and he's good and he's very active and he's calling people to the sunnah, but he's a takfiri. Okay? من كان محسنا للظن بهم وادعى أنه لم يعرف حالهم, and he didn't know, I didn't know that this person is a takfiri, and I praised him. عرف حالهم, that you clarify. No, Habibi, wait. This guy wrong. This guy bad person. He's doing takfir. He's a deviant. He's calling to a bid'ah. طيب. فإن لم يباينهم, يعني if he doesn't repent and correct, يباينهم, meaning that no, guys, I repent from this. I don't praise this man. I'm sorry. I don't praise this man. It's a mistake. ويظهر لهم الإنكار, and he publicly يظهر, إظهار, apparent, make it apparent that he is against them. وإلا, if he doesn't do that, وإلا ألحق بهم وجعل منهم, that you associate him with the people of deviance and you become one of them. Sheikh bin Baz has the same fatwa. Anybody who claims to be Sahib Sunnah and he goes and he praises Sahib Bid'ah and he praises them and he promotes them, Sheikh bin Baz said, يلحق به, that you are part of them. If you are a promoter of this bid'ah, then you are part of this bid'ah. Now, you have to understand these things. Don't say, no, don't be an apologetic Salafi. We have apologetic Muslims who want to always please the West and please the kuffar. No, but Aisha wasn't 6 years old. She was maybe 18. Why? Because they will criticize my religion. Oh, my feelings are going to be hurt. Or maybe, no, we don't do jihad. Jihad is only defense. Or no, we don't. Sure, Habibi. Don't change religion to please others. You also the same. Don't change the manhaj to please others. No, we don't desert mubtadi'ah. We have to associate, and what is the maslaha, what is the mafsada, and blah blah blah. No. This is not your qawa'id. This is not the qawa'id of the Salaf. Don't say you're Salafi then. If you have these qawa'id, don't say you're Salafi, because this is not the Salafi qawa'id, the Salafi principles. The Salaf say if there's a mubtadi', someone who's calling for a bid'ah, don't associate with him. And then you mentioned something very nice. You said dar al-mafasid. You said that that we have to push away harm and bring forth goodness, benefits and harms. Yeah, and you said you have to measure and you have to exactly. But the problem with your scale, it's not it's not correct. Your scale of mafasid and masalih is not correct. Yeah, and you saying what you're trying to say in your video is that there is a maslaha in me going to a conference and giving da'wah there. Yes, there's a maslaha, but the mafsad is greater. Why? Because whatever you're going to go and call for in that conference, you can do it alone. You can do it by yourself. You don't have to associate with Ahlul Bid'ah to do it. Ya akhi, open your, mashallah, you have a lot of followers, like I said. You do your da'wah. Don't have to associate with anyone. So claiming that this is a greater maslaha, no, it's not a greater maslaha. It's a greater mafsada. Because, and this is true, wallahi. Yani, if I've done this before. If I praise someone, not yani in religion, in anything, a guy who's offering services, a business or anything, if I just praise him or mention something about him to someone, everyone will go follow him. Faris praised him, he's good. Faris was buying there from him. Faris was being there. People look up to du'at. And me, I'm miskeen yani. And I've seen this with my own eyes. You are, mashallah, world, global, mashallah. Not only in UK, everywhere the people know you. If you praise someone, or if you sit with someone, or you take a photo with someone, people will say, this guy is good then. Abu Taymiyyah is sitting with him and you know, smiling and rubbing shoulders with him willingly. Not anybody's forcing you, not mukrah, not government, nothing. No, you choose to sit and do these things with him. Of course, this is problematic. And you knowing that this guy is a raging mubtadi', calling for grave worshipping and all that. And there's one video, wallahi, this is like the apologetic Muslims. Like apologetic Salafi. This is a new term now. You coming up online and saying, wallahi, I apologize for this man. يعني واحد محترق مبتدع. نسأل الله العافية. I saw some of his videos. I said, Allah al-Musta'an. يعني, I don't want to say anything bad, but Allah al-Musta'an. I don't know how you said, wallahi, I'm sorry, and you apologize to this man. Apologize to what? Apologize to what, ya Habib? The guy is calling against the Sunnah. The guy is calling to shirk. And you're there, oh, sorry, please accept my apologies. شو هذا? What is this انبطاح? What is this defeated approach to da'wah? Don't do that, ya akhi. Sunnah aliyah, Sunnah is high. Be proud of the Sunnah, call for the Sunnah. Don't have to associate with anyone. And نصيحة أخيرة يا أخي, ارجع للعلماء. Don't go solo about these things. Wallahi, sometimes, يعني alhamdulillah, بفضل من Allah Azza wa Jalla, and I'm a nobody, wallahi. I make a video, I make something, maybe sometimes I'm not sure, something is a bit controversial. I heard some advice from some of the brothers, La, don't do this, don't do that. Pick up the phone. Hello, Sheikh, so and so happened. What do you think? لا, don't do this. لا, do this. And we لازم التوجيه. البركة مع أكابركم. أنت لما عاجبك, when you like it, you say علماء. When you don't like it and استحق, say no. They are mujtahideen and I don't have to follow their thing. That's what you told me. Wallahi, that was very, very bad of you saying this about Sheikh Salih al-Sahimi. When I told you Sheikh Salih al-Sahimi, he refuted this man, this Maghribi man that you love and you praise and you take photos with. He refuted him. Many of the ulama of Saudi, they said, this man, stay away from. He is no good. لا اجتهدوا وأخطأوا. That's what you said. You said, لا, they're wrong. They're wrong. I know him. He's not like that. He's not like this. ليش يا أخي, ليش? If you desert the ulama and you start referring to your intellect and your your understanding and your analysis to the da'wah scene, then you're going to go astray. Gradually, step by step, you will go astray, wallahi. Inshallah Azza wa Jalla an yahdiyak. Anyways, هذا ما عندي والله أعلم وصلي اللهم على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. I guess I can take some questions. Maybe I missed something. This whole majlis is يعني the guests are the VIP guests are the YouTube people. So let's take their questions if there is any questions. Right. Twitter people, TikTok people, Instagram people. Sorry, you guys can listen, but I can't. I can't handle all of them. Okay, I guess everything's okay. Abdullah Ar-Rahman. Abdullah Ar-Rahman. What are you talking about? And just to this is a retraction, to be honest. I used to يعني, praise and tell people listen to Abu Taymiyyah. But honestly, after this video, I'm sorry to say I retract, and I ask Allah for forgiveness. I don't advise anybody to listen to him. Listen to the ulama. I'm not calling him a mubtadi or anything, but يعني, these things are very problematic and very misleading. Very misleading stuff. ف والله المستعان. حيا الله كندا. بارك الله فيكم. جزاكم الله خيرا ونفع الله بكم. I'm sorry I caused too much maybe commotion on your screen. May Allah bless you. I hope this was beneficial. Sunnah Soga, right? That's how you say it. What is the name of the book that I used? This is the book by Sheikh Abu Frihan Jamal bin Frihan al-Harthi rahimahullah. He passed away recently, rahmatullahi alayh. And he wrote this book and he presented these questions to Sheikh Salih al-Fawzan. It's called it's translated in English, by the way. الأجوبة المفيدة عن أسئلة المناهج الجديدة. The beneficial answers to the questions about the new methodologies. If anybody has like the translation of this book, please just write the name so people can look it up and benefit from it. This is Sheikh Salih al-Fawzan. He gave the answers to these questions, and I read it and I quoted from it. And there's another book. This is just a compilation of the statements of the Salaf regarding to Ahl al-Bid'ah and all that. Also, this was read by Ma'ali Sheikh Salih al-Fawzan. He read it and he approved of it, and it was presented to Sheikh Salih al-Sheikh. He also read it and approved of it, also by the same author, Jamal bin Frihan al-Harithi rahimahullah. It's called Lam ad-Dur al-Manthur min al-Qawl al-Ma'thur fi al-i'tiqad was-Sunnah. And it's just a compilation of all the statements about what is our stance, Ahl Sunnah, against the Bid'ah and Ahl Bid'ah. Very nice book, very interesting. You read it, you'll know what I mean about Abu Taymiyyah's statements, how they are a calamity. Sorry, I skipped a lot of things. Okay, so next question. MashaAllah, this is wonderful. There are channels that translate scholars' lessons in English. Wallahi, this is sufficient. Wallahi, don't even listen to me. I'm telling you, don't listen to me. Don't listen to anyone. Listen to the scholars. If there are channels and this is good for you and you can relate and understand them, listen to the scholars. Translated lessons by the scholars. This is a treasure. Don't listen to Faris, don't listen to Abu Taymiyyah, don't listen to anyone. Listen to the scholars. Barakallahu feek. Respond to those who say evil about Sheikh Ruhaili is my Sheikh, and I love him for the sake of Allah. And every time he comes to the UAE, I sit with him. And the guy is amazing. I have his books. I always read his books. Kitab al-Tawheed, about Buyu', about Riba, about Zakah. I love the guy. May Allah bless him. May Allah raise his ranks. And whatever was said about him is a slander and is a mistake, and people should repent from this. And I'm not talking about the scholars. Scholars, they sometimes fight and differ and all that. We stay away from that. Yeah, I'm talking about the people who are under, who try to cause fitna among the scholars. No, don't listen to the sheikh. Sheikh said this about him. Sheikh said that is wrong. That is wrong. We don't just follow mashayikh blindly. And people should fear Allah. When Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah, if they differ in something and their usul is correct and everything is correct, we should refrain from this fitna. Wallahu ta'ala alam. Not saying that I attack also my brothers or not. May Allah guide anybody who said that. If they are from Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah, they are mistaken, but they should repent from this. Wallahu alam. This is like becoming a manhaj check session. Yasser Qadi, don't call him sheikh, please. He's not a sheikh. He's Salman al-Oda of the West. He's one of the most deviant people I have seen online, to be honest. Rajul is ikhwani to the bone. Ikhwani to the bone. Please don't take from Yasser Qadi. He will make you lose your religion. The guy has tawam, kufriyat maybe even. Should we take knowledge from Allahu A'lam? Don't ask him about people, please, guys. Please. As it is, I don't know much about the da'wah in the West. I don't know much about it, to be honest. I'm not updated. And mashallah, things move so fast in the West. One day this guy is Salafi, the next day he's gone. One day this guy is Takfiri, the next day he repented and he's okay. So I don't know. Wallahi, I'm not up to date. So don't tell me about can we listen to this guy? Can we listen to this guy? Allahu A'lam. Did Sheikh Haqqan refute Abu Taymiyyah? Yes, in a way. He did. Check his last video, live session. And I think he'll make another one. He'll make a new one, inshallah. That's what he told me. Allahu A'lam. May Allah bless him. He's, mashallah, mujtahid. Wallahi, this man, may Allah bless him. Listen to him. I know him personally. That's why I'm saying, listen to Sheikh Haqqan. I know him personally. I know his Sheikh Muhammad Hisham al-Tahri. I studied under Sheikh Muhammad Hisham al-Tahri long time ago. And he is from Ahl Sunnah, Salafi. Can you do a library tour? I don't do that. Books are nothing if you don't apply them. Trust me. I haven't read all of them. Sometimes I keep them for reference. So it's useless. Yeah, this is a shout out to his channel, Garden of Ilm. If you guys want authentic, legit knowledge in Islam, please follow him. He's really, really good, mashallah. Why did people say you praise the rulers? What are you talking about? I praise the rulers if they do something good. I praise them and I obey them in things that are permissible, as the Prophet ﷺ told us clearly in the hadith. That's it. What is a good reference for the Qawa'id of Salafiyya? Wallahi, see, Qawa'id of Salafiyya, that's a good question actually. I don't know if there's in English. There are very deep books, very big books like Sunnah al-Barbahari or I'tiqad Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah Lalaka'i. But they're very big and I don't really... for reading it like that, these books should be studied, It's not just, you sit around and read it. But see, المنهج السلفي الاعتقاد فيه, I think this is a very good book. This book that I mentioned is a very good book. Also, عقيدة أهل السنة والجماعة for Sheikh Ibn Uthaymeen, I think that's good. That's good. First understand الأصول. أصول, أركان الإيمان, and your stance about the Sahaba, stance about the rulers, all this stuff. These are usul Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah. This is what we follow as Salafis. Anybody who violates that, then he has violated usul, the fundamentals of Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah. Everybody's asking me about people. Please don't do that. Some of the Sufis claim that Ibn Taymiyyah or Abu Taymiyyah, because I heard Abu Taymiyyah was, I think, an ex-Sufi. Ibn Taymiyyah was never a Sufi. And he praised them. No, God, no. You don't know Ibn Taymiyyah. Ibn Taymiyyah never praised Sufis. He refuted them heavily. Can't imagine, he's the kryptonite of Sufis. So that's a very defeated kind of thing to say. Oh, he was a Sufi. Oh. Can you teach Kitab al-Tawheed? Oh, inshallah, I will teach it, inshallah, one day. I've taught something very, very similar to it, which is the 40 hadith in the belief of Allah. by my Sheikh Anis al-Mus'abi. Very nice book. I taught it like 6 times already. But inshallah, if God wills, I will do Kitab al-Tawheed specifically. I have, how many do I have? Oh, the best one is by Sheikh Walid al-Abri. I haven't like seen, يعني رحم الله ابن عثيمين طبعا, we love Ibn Uthaymin, but the explanation of Sheikh Walid al-Abri is, I find it, to be honest, it's more thorough. It's so detailed. It's 2 volumes of Sharh Kitab al-Tawheed. It's beautiful, beautiful book. Inshallah, one day I will get to have a dars about it. Kitab al-Tawheed. What is that? What time is it? It's 12. That's an hour and a half. I broke my rules. Okay, guys. Thank you very much. I don't see any very relevant questions. May Allah bless you all. Thank you for watching. سبحانك اللهم بحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.